So we'll start with the statistics today. We'll start with the statistics. So in the statistics, first little bit of introduction we'll see, then we'll continue with the problems. Okay. So mainly statistics, it tells about how the data, okay, how the data will be interpreted. That is, from the data, how we can get the information. See, if the younger generation is more or the students are more, then number of schools should be increased. Correct. In one area, population is more, then roads should be more or wider. So all these things, how we can know by the statistics. And for this year, how many 10th standard students will be writing the exam? So depending on that, they will set the centers. So how they will be able to know these things by the statistics, by collecting the data. So in this, we will, last year what we had studied, we studied about the bar graph, histogram, all this, right? By the plotting the graph, by that we will be able to know some data. Okay, so that we try to learn. Now this here we will try to learn about the mean, mode and the median. Okay, mean will give you the average value. Mean gives the average value. Average value of the data. Okay, and mode, it is the most frequently occurring number. Okay, it is the most frequently occurring number. So that is the mode. Then the median. It is the middle number. Okay. It is the middle number or middlemost data. And now when you come to the data, there are two types. Okay. When you come to the data, there are two types. One is the group data. The other one is the ungrouped data. We have two types of data, group data and the ungrouped data. Ungrouped data means simply the data will be given, right? So that is not in a table form or in the range. We are not trying to write like that. For example, ungrouped data means some 10th standard students are there, they just give the data. For example, for this, just give the marks. One has got 24, something like this, it goes on. Okay, it goes like this, right? So just the data is there like that. So that is ungrouped data. Okay, then grouped data means when we are writing in a frequency distribution table, then we call it as a grouped data. So what we are trying to do in this chapter here is the grouped data. Okay, so grouped data means we are writing in a frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. Okay, writing in a frequency distribution table, then we call it as a group data. So in this chapter, we are trying to learn about mean, finding mean, mode and median for the group data. Okay, for the group data. Class interval. Write down the problem. Class interval. It is the number of students. So 10 to 25 we have 2. 25 to 40, 3. 40 to 55, 7. 55 to 76. 70 to 85, it is 6. 85 to 100, they have given 6. 10 to 25, 2. 25 to 43, 40 to 45, 7. 55 to 70, 6. 70 to 85, 6. 85 to 100, it is 6. Okay. Now we have to find the mean of the given data. First, class interval is there. What do you mean by this class interval? Listen, this class interval, that is, here they have given the data about the, think it is about the marks, okay, marks of the students. So, the people who have taken in the range of 10 to 25, there are 2 students. What do you mean by that data first? See, the students who have taken the marks from between, like from 10 to 25, it is 2 students. 25 to 40, it is 3 students. 40 to 45, in this range, 7 students have taken the marks. Okay, 55 to 70, in this range, the marks they've taken by this number of students is 6. Okay, so 70 to 85, in this range, 70 to 85, some people have taken the marks, right? How many are there? 6. And 85 to 100, it is 6. Okay, so that is the meaning. So number of students, it is the frequency. It is giving about the frequency. So total number of students, how many are there? That will be the total of all these. Correct? Total of all this. If you add them, how much you will get? 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 2, 20, 30 you will get. So total number of students or the frequencies, that is sum of the frequency, it is equal to 30. Sum of the frequency is equal to 30. Correct? Now tell me, see here, class interval is there, 10 to 25 is there. Correct? Class interval 10 to 25 is there. 10 to 25. This we call it 10, we call it as the lower limit. Okay, and 25 we call it as the upper limit. In the class interval, 10 we call it as the lower limit, whereas 25 we call it as the upper limit. Okay, now if you observe in the class interval, see 10 to 25, again 25 it's repeating from 25 to 40, then 40 to 55. We are taking like this, correct? What do you call this? We call it as a continuous class interval. Whenever, see, the upper limit of the second one, the upper limit of the first one is same as the lower limit of the second one. Okay, then we call it as a continuous class interval. Okay, so then we call it as a continuous class interval. So here we are trying to calculate the mean for the continuous class interval. So all these things will be helpful. Then if they give discontinuous, you have to convert into continuous and then you have to use. So if you know clearly, you will not do mistakes. Okay. So it is a continuous class interval. Understood, right? So, and now tell me one question. 25 is there. Whether it includes to the first class interval or the second class interval? Second class interval. Okay. So, 25 is there. We will count in the second one. Whenever it is a continuous class, so numbers from 10 to 24, we will count in this. So 25th one, we will count in the next one since it is a continuous class. Understood, right? See, numbers from 10 to 24, anything between them who have got, that we will count in the first class interval, whereas at 25, we will count in the second class interval. That's how it works. So clear, right? All these things. So this is a continuous class interval. Now we are trying to calculate the mean of the given data. try to calculate the mean of the given data. Now, how to calculate this? Number of students are there, right? So that sigma fi is 30. Now we will take the average of this class interval xi. 10 plus 25 by 2. How much you will get? 17.5. Correct. Next, 25 plus 40, it is equal to 65. 65 by 2, 32.5. Correct? So it is 32.5. Okay. Another thing, width of the class interval. Width of the class interval means the upper limit minus the lower limit. We call it as a width of the class interval. How much is that? 15. 15 is the answer. Correct. So width of the class interval is 25 minus 10. It is 15. So when you first, if you get the xi value, first value, no. After that, every time if you add 15, you will get that number. Okay, but make sure when you are adding 15, if somewhere you do the mistake, everything else also will be wrong. That you should be careful. Okay. Now another one, 40 plus 55. 95. 95 by 2. So how much you will get? Here 14. 47.5. Next one, how much you will get? Add 15 and tell me. 62.5. 62.5. Next one. 15 if you add 7, it will be 77.5. Next one, 77.5 plus 15. 80. 82.5. So this we call it as the xi value. 92.5. 92. 77.5. No, 77 only will get. Clear, no? So next one, 92.5. This is called as the xi. And next we will calculate the fi into xi. Fi into xi means what? Always this number of students or what count will be there. That is the frequency of that. That is the fi. So fi into xi. So multiply these two. This is the fi column. And this is the xi. So multiply fi into xi. So we are trying to calculate the mean here. Now multiply and tell me what will be the first one. Fi into xi, 2 into 17.5. You will get 35. Then 3 into 32.5. 97.5. Next, 7 into 47.5. 332.5. Correct. 332.5. Next, 6 into 62.5. 375. Next, 77.5 into 6. How much you will get? 465. Then 92.5 into 6 will get 555. Okay. Now this is fi into xi. Again I explain this. See, this is the method what we are doing to calculate mean. This is the direct mean method. This is the direct mean method what we are doing. So here class interval they have given. This is the lower limit. This is the upper limit. Number of students, that is the frequency. We will add everything. That is sigma means what? Sum. Sigma fi will be equal to 30 here. Then xi is what? Taking the average of the class interval. That is 10 plus 25 by 2, 25 plus 40 by 2. Like this, if you calculate, you will get xi. Then fi into xi is what? Multiply the fi into xi. Two columns, 2 into 17.5. Then 3 into 32.5. Here 6 into 62.5. Like that, you will multiply. Now you have to calculate sigma fi into xi. Sigma fi into xi. That is, add all these things. If you add, how much you will get? 10, 50. 860 you will get. Now you have to calculate the mean. So what is mean value you will get? Mean is equal to sigma fi into xi by sigma f. Sigma fi into xi by sigma fi. Here 1860 divided by 30. Divided by 30. Okay. $62. So mean is equal to 60. It's there here. They've done. Okay, we'll see. That also we'll do it. It doesn't take much time. We'll see. This is done. Next problem. Write down the question. Number of plants. Number of plants. Here, number of houses. First one in the exercise I've given, survey was conducted by a group of students as a part of their environment awareness program, in which they collect the following data regarding the number of plants in 20 houses in a locality. Find the mean number of plants per house. So number of plants here 0 to 2. It is 1. 2 to 4. It is 2. 4 to 6. Okay, it is 1. 6 to 8. It is 5. 8 to 10. It is 6. 10 to 12. 2. 12 to 14. It is 3. 0 to 2, 1, 2 to 4, 2, 4 to 6, it is 1, 6 to 8, 5, 8 to 10, 6, 10 to 12, 2, 12 to 14, 3. Now you have to calculate the mean. Start doing this. So first thing what you have to do, number of houses is the Fi. Sigma Fi how much? 162. I hope who are doing online also you got. So xi, what is the answer you are getting? Here average of these two, no? Your first one it is 1. Next one it will be 3. Okay. After that 5, 7, 9. Wait. Getting 9 here. 11, 13. So sigma Fi into xi is the multiplication. You will get 1, 6, 5, 35, 54, 22, 39. Sigma Fi is adding all this. That is the frequency. This is 20. Sigma Fi into xi, we are getting 162. Mean will be sigma fi into xi by sigma fi. That is mean we are getting as 162 divided by 20. So mean value you are getting 8.1. Okay. Next one. Do the next one, third one. Or the exercise, no, we'll write that only. Exercise 13.1, second question. In that. Now, consider the following distribution of the daily wages of 50 workers of a factory. 50 workers means what? Sigma fi is 50. There only will know that. Okay. Write down the table. Daily wages. It is in rupees. Number of workers. So 500 to 520, it is 12. 520 to 540, it is 14. 540 to 560, 18, not 18, 8. 560 to 580, it is 6. 580 to 600, they've given 10. Again, check it once again. 500 to 520, 12. 520 to 540, 14. 540 to 568. 560 to 586. 580 to 600, 10. And in the statistics, make sure in the problem you will not do the mistake. Because if you write some frequency wrong, whole problem will be wrong. Okay. So after writing once, every time you have to recheck whether question I have written properly or not. Okay. And even in exam, you have to make sure. Now you have to calculate sigma fi. So they have given about the how many workers? 50 workers. So count has to be equal to 50. You can just recheck. Okay. Then xi you have to calculate. So xi will be what? Average. Upper limit plus the lower limit divided by 2. 500 plus 520 by 2, you will get 510. Correct. Next one will be 530. Calculate everything. Okay. So this you people got, I think, no? So what you are getting? Here, adding 20 to each number, right? So this will be 550. Then you will get 570, 590. So what will be the first number? 6120. Next one?
7420.
7420.
00.
4400. 3420. Then 5900. So if you add everything, sigma fi into xi. 27260. So sigma fi into xi is equal to 27260 by 50. So sigma fi into xi, we are getting 545.2. Sure, everyone is getting? So same problem, we'll do the assume mean method. Yeah. The same problem, we will try to do the assume mean method. Write down the problem. Second one. Calculate mean, okay, using assume mean method. So daily wages. Here number of workers. So 500 to 520, it is 12. 520 to 540, 14. 540 to 568. 560 to 580, it is 6. Then 580 to 600, it was 10. Just recheck. 500 to 520, 12. 520 to 540, 14. 540 to 560, 8. 560 to 580, 6. 580 to 600, 10. Okay. So sigma Fi, it is 50 workers, right? If you add everything, we will get 50. Then we have Xi. Xi is what? Average. That is 520 plus 500 by 2. So we will get 510 here, 530. So 550. Here we will get 570. This is 590. So this we call it as xi. So when we are doing the assume mean method, we will try to assume the value. Okay, then we try to do that. So that we will try to reduce the values here. Okay, so this is xi. Next, another column is there, that is di. Di is equal to xi minus a. A, that is some value you are taking. So you are trying to assuming the one value. Here 550, I will take it as a. So here directly also you can write this as 550 if you want. Okay. So 550 we have taken as A. Okay. The assumed middle one, we are always try to take the middle one in that. If there are 6, you can take any two. Any two will be there. No? Any one has a value. Now we will do di, that is equal to xi minus a value. That is 510 minus 550. How much we will get? Minus 40. Correct? 1 plus other minus, we do the subtraction, put the sign of the bigger number. So it will be minus 40. Next 530 minus 550. It will be minus 20. See, I have taken the 550 as a assumed mean. Okay. Here, okay. I think so. Okay, it's 550. Okay. So 550 here. This is now we have to do the subtraction. 510 minus 550. So what will be the answer? Minus 40. You can take any one. Okay. Next, 530 is there, minus 550. How much we will get? Minus 20. Then 550 minus 550, 0. Then xi minus 550, right? Now 570 minus 550, it is 20. 590 minus 550, it is 40. So this is the di value what we are getting. What is the next step we have to do? Fi into di. Now instead of doing Fi into xi, we will do Fi into di. So di value, it is reduced, correct, when compared to xi. Now it is easier to do Fi into di. Calculate Fi into di. Fi into di. Fi into di. So 12 into 40, how much you will get? Yeah.
Minus 2.
Then
Minus
14 into 20. So
minus 2.
yeah. is minus 280. Then di is 0, here it is 0. Then 6 into 20. So we'll get 120. Then yeah, 10 into 40, 400. So these two are positive numbers and these two are the negative numbers. First add them separately. Minus 480 and minus 280. Minus 760 we will get. 400 plus 120 we will get 520. So add these two. What you will get? Minus 760 plus 520. That is the subtraction you have to do. Put the sign of the bigger number. So we will get 6, we will get 4, you will get minus 240. So sigma Fi into Di is equal to minus 240. Okay. Now what is the mean? Mean is equal to A plus sigma Fi into Di by sigma Fi. So mean here is equal to A is what? 550 plus minus 240 here divided by 50. Or it will be 550 minus of 240 by 50. So do the division here. Whatever answer you will get, in that answer you will get 550 minus of that will be the answer. So A will mean will be equal to
545.2.
yeah 545.2. Again I repeat, listen once. So first the class interval, that is daily wages here, number of workers. So this is the Fi column. Xi will be average of this 500 plus 520 by 2. So like that, 520 plus 540 by 2, we will get the Xi value. In the Xi, we will assume the A value, that is the assume mean. So here, the middle number, I will take it as A, that is 550. So Di will be equal to Xi minus 550. Xi minus 550. Okay. So first one will be 510 minus 550. Second one will be 530 minus 550. Third one will be Xi is 550. 550 minus 550, that is 0. Then the fourth one will be Xi is what? This 570. So 570 minus 550. Like that we will get the values. Then next column will be Fi into Di. Instead of Fi into Xi, now Fi into Di. So this is the Di column and this is the Fi column. So you have to multiply. You will get both minus and plus numbers. So add these two negative numbers, add the positive numbers, then take the difference. It will be minus 240. So mean will be equal to A plus sigma Fi into Di by sigma Fi. So A is 550 plus this sigma Fi into Di by sigma Fi. You will get this. So answer will be 545.2. Any method you do, you will get the same answer. Okay. So this will be easier.